and welcome to this pronunciation workout. Today we are going to work on the sound W in English. A difficult sound because it does not exist in many other languages. And unless you've practiced it well, chances are high that you do not make the correct sound. Well, the trouble is that it is very often confused with another sound, V. And many of my students make something in between and actually pronounce both sounds incorrectly. So that's why I decided to dedicate this workout to W sound. First of all, let's see how to make the sound, what we need to do with our lips, our tongue, and our voice. And then we'll go into practice. Well, to make the sound, you have to form a small, tight circle with your lips, like this. This is the same position we make when we whistle. Well, I'm not a great whistler, but you've got the idea. Then you have to pull your tongue far back in your throat and keep it tense there. And the air will glide over your tongue, and then you'll use some voice to make the sound. Now, coming back to your lips, once you make a small tight circle, to make the sound, you will have to stretch your lips wide with a quick movement. W, w, w. Please repeat after me each time you hear W sound throughout the whole practice. Then you'll see the difference. Actually, towards the end, you should feel some discomfort here. These are your muscles developing through W sound. Now it's clear how to make this sound, but before we go into practice just with this sound, let's look at another sound in English that I mentioned, V sound, which many learners of English confuse W sound with. So, W sound is associated with the letter W. In phonetic transcription, it is indicated also with W, with W. And the other one comes from the letter V, and you make V sound by touching your lower lip with your top teeth, like this. V, V. Well, let's look at these pairs. Wet, vet. West, vest. While, vile. Worse, verse. Can you see how close in their sounds these pairs of words are? But depending how you pronounce the beginning with W or V sound, the meaning is going to be completely different. And here you have to be really diligent, clear. Because if you pronounce something in between, an English-speaking person may think, what did he mean? Is it wet or vet? If you say something like that, this is not clear. So we have to be very, very clear. You can practice these pairs as often as you wish. And I think another combination which is very, very often used in English very well, you may want to practice that one when maybe you are driving, or maybe driving is not the best idea. I hope you do not make an accident. But going for a walk or taking a shower in the kitchen, very well, as often as you can, would actually make the difference. And this way you also signal to your brain how to make both of these sounds. Now let's look at what sound and where it happens. Very often you can see the sound in the words containing a letter W, like weather, when. But words like square, question, one also have W sound. English is so illogical. It is. Well, but there are some rules which will help you see when you really have to expect W sound in a word. First of all, the sound W happens at the beginning of words. Welcome, week, wait, word, window. Okay, can you see that what is here at the beginning of each of these words, and it is followed by a vowel. This last word has W at the end of the word, but only the first one is pronounced. Window. We may find what sound also at the beginning of words in the combination W and H letters. What, where, why, weather, weed. Okay, but there are some exceptions. So words like who, whose, rap, right, wrong have W in the beginning, but it is not pronounced with W. It is silent here. So in these cases, when W stands in the beginning, at the beginning of a word, followed by a vowel or by H, these are most frequent words containing W. I would say about 75% of W sound will be found in W when W stands at the beginning of words. It could also happen in the middle of words, like rewind, away, between, swear, twin. This is quite easy, isn't it? But we have exceptions also here. So in words like answer, we have a W in the middle of the word, but it is not pronounced. Answer. Awful. Sword. This is a difficult word, and many students pronounce this word sword, but it's not correct. Sword. Okay. Now, let's look at interesting combination. In letter combination QU, GU, CU, SU, there is no letter W, but there is sound W in them. Let's look at these words. Quick, frequent, language, language, penguin, cuisine. This word is difficult for many of my students. Many of them do not know how to pronounce it. Cuisine, persuade, sweet, 25% of words containing w sound can be found in such letter combinations. There are a few of them that have these combinations, 4 combinations, but there is no w sound. Again, if you're not sure, look up a word you're not sure about in a dictionary, and if you see w in phonetic symbols, phonetically written, then you have w sound. And if there is no w, then you do not pronounce it. That's it for today. I hope it is helpful, but I also know that you need to practice and practice and practice to develop this new skill, this new sound. They say you need, about 7 weeks to break a habit. Maybe this is how long you need to practice to get this sound correctly. I have a little treat for you at the end of this lesson. So here is a saying, a tongue twister, which is difficult to pronounce, but which is really good. It has a good meaning and it has some w sound in it. Where there is a will, there is a way. It means if you really want to get something done, you will find a way. If you want to pronounce w correctly, as well as some other sounds like v and th, they happen a lot in combination. You'll find time and you'll practice and master them. I wish you good luck, and I hope to see you in my next video. Bye for now.